Hola, hello, people of YouTube. F-Man Critic backhand. Well, 14 years ago, there was a cult classic DreamWorks movie called Megamind, starring the legendary Will Ferrell, playing as the blue-skinned, bald-headed, incredibly handsome, credible genius, master of all villainy, Megamind. And well, since today's the day that the sequel, after 14 years, comes out as long with a TV series, figures we should review this movie. So, what's this movie about outside of Will Ferrell voicing a blue-skinned, bald, incredibly handsome, incredibly genius master of all villainy, known as Megamind? Well, apparently, when Megamind was a baby, his home planet was going to get sucked into a black hole. And his parents told him that he is destined for something. He didn't quite hear that because the damn door shut in the trailer. They said that he's destined for greatness. And unfortunately, another planet had the same idea to put a kid in here. That's where he meets a baby known as Mr. Goody Two Shoes. Okay, his real name is Metro Man. Actually, is it? Like, what's his real name outside of Metro Man? Whatever. Their glorious rivalry was born. Then he travels to our planet, Earth, and then he comes across us. Could this be his destiny? Filled with luxury, a rich 1% family? Apparently not. Even fate has their favorites. Whatever. Megamind lands into Metro City. He's prison where where the rich family takes Metro Man in with open arms, and the prisoners are all like, can we keep it? Instead of questioning in a baby that just came from the sky. And, I'm just saying, regardless of your prisoners, I mean, what would you do if you saw, like, a thing that came from the sky, and inside of it was a blue-skinned, bald alien baby with a fish head thing in a glass bowl? What would you do? I mean, would you say, can we keep it? Hell, I'm honestly surprised that Megamind wasn't taken to a scientist or something. Like, seriously, I'm surprised the prisoner warden, and played by J.K. Simmons, didn't, report him to, some kind of FBI or CIA sort of deal, Instead, he just keeps him as a prisoner instead of just teaching him right from wrong. I mean, technically, yes, in the movie, when Megamind, gets time off for good behavior, he gets sentenced to a place called school, where he's met with Mr. Goody Two Shoes, where, once again, people single Megamind out, while Metro Man gets all the love and praise. While they were all singing the Itsy Bitsy Spider, he was learning how to dehydrate animate objects and rehydrate them at will. Sometimes in life, it was just sometimes him and Minion. And since how everyone never really, chose him for anything, or never offered to be his friend, instead they just chose Metro Man willy-nilly, and since Megamind tried to fit in with others, but he never tried, and therefore he realizes being bad is the one thing he's good at. And so if he was the bad boy, he was going to be the baddest bad boy of them all. So, yeah, years have gone by. He busts out of jail again with a cool watch that he can, pretend to be other people with. And he kidnaps a woman named Roxanne Ritchie, who, is the love interest of the movie. Now, I will say this, though. Roxanne Ritchie, although she's basically the token girl of the movie, eventually she's the woman that's going to fall in love with our hero, and, that's how they're going to be, a couple by the end. But I will say this, though. She is one of those love interests that are obviously the love interest, but she does have fun personality. She's funny. She's a bit of a smart mouth. She's been through this shtick with Megamind and Metro Man so many times. She practically has, a punch card, I honestly just love this line where she's, bag-talking Megamind with all this, how he say he's so predictable.
Hey, the spider's new.
Spider? Yes. The spider.
Even the smallest bite from Arachnus Dethicus will instantly paralyze. Ow! Get it off! Ow! You bit me!
Give it up, Megamind. Your plans never work.
Anyway, at the unfailing at the Metroman Museum, Megamind obviously he makes a big statement of what he's doing, and Metroman is just putting him in his place, and but when he finds out he's kidnapped Roxanne Ritchie, they do the whole hero shtick where he's all like, "Don't worry, Roxy, I'm on my way," Oh, but you see, but it's all a trap. You see, kidnapping Roxanne Ritchie was part of the plan. And you see, he gets lured into a fake observatory where the death ray is being activated. Megamind and Metroman, they do monologuings, but then Metroman starts feeling weak, Apparently, copper, the entire place that the observatory is made out of, drains his powers. Apparently his kryptonite is copper. Whatever. The place gets blown up to Kingdom Come. And Metroman looks like he survived, but turns out it was a skeleton. So he's dead. Yeah, he's straight up dead. Anyway, since Mr. Goody Two Shoes is out of the picture, Megamind can take control of the city, and he can do whatever he wants. At first, it feels like a blast, Him and Minion just have some fun, vandalizing a few things, playing pillow fights with big bags of money he got from the bank, and playing lawn darts, but instead of using darts, they use cars, and instead of using a dartboard, they use, a freaking building or something, and they just, they just play lawn darts with cars and buildings, they just basically paint everything blue and just everything seems like it's going fun, but for Megamind, he starts feeling empty, there's no more purpose to him. Anyway, during the Metroman Museum, he meets up with Roxanne Ritchie, disguised as a dude named Bernard, and then Megamind, he actually feels regret for what he did, and actually, he feels lonely, his life is meaningless now, maybe being the villain wasn't all that anymore. Now that he's taken over the city, what's next for Megamind? Now that he's done, what's the biggest thing for him? His existence is empty now. Oh, but, when he has a chat with Roxanne, they discovered, heroes aren't born, they're made. Heroes can be made. All you need is, bravery, strength, and, with any of that, anyone could be a hero. So, therefore, he uses Metroman's DNA to create a new hero, because so then he will fight that the hero as a battle for good versus evil. Basically, it's just a bad idea, but it's just the only thing that will make him feel like his life has purpose again. Eventually, he accidentally gives the power to a dude named Howard Stern, or, a dude who has a crush on Roxanne, but Roxanne doesn't really like him back, but she just likes him as a friend, that's it. And, he gets the powers, and Megamind and Minion disguise themselves to be their space parents or whatever. And, they go through a funny montage. I wish I could show you this clip. But there's music playing in the background, and we know how copyright stuff works. So I can't show you, but I'll show you this. This is my favorite part of the montage. My favorite part is where Minion is someone help me! And then Titan, basically, Howard, he basically basically, goes at it with this mannequin of Megamind, and he just, melts the damn thing's face, being zap, zap, and the mannequin's face turns into a pile of blue goo, and Megamind, through his disguise, is just watching horror, being all Jesus Christ, I hope he doesn't do that to me. It's honest. I wish I could show you the clip. But you're gonna have to take my word. It's really funny. It's the best. It's my favorite joke of the movie. Whatever. Anyway, and continuing this whole Bernard persona, he goes on a couple of dates with Roxanne Ritchie, and through Roxanne's eyes, finding out that the part that she used to go through as a kid has turned into a dump. Megamind slowly having a change of heart, makes the city look more beautiful. he restores all the paintings. He basically, does all the things that are gonna make him a good guy again. And and like he said, maybe Megamind isn't so bad after all. Oh, too bad. Whatever. Anyway, during the whole thing, testing out the suit, a minion, calling it the Black Mamba, and they have a falling out, and Megamind's all like, maybe I don't want to be the bad guy anymore, and Minion gets all upset, being like, who are you? And they have like an argument where Minion bails out, and like, Megamind, he decides to go on that date with Roxanne, and Roxanne, she's discovering what the hell Megamind is doing, and then she finds out that he's creating Titan. It's the only name that he could trademark, so, Anyway, Titan basically comes across Roxanne acting a little forward, if I'm being honest. Listen, bro, I know you want to get Roxanne Ritchie, but dude, acting like this is not going to get the girl. What you could do is have some small talk with her before you try and, freaking drop her and then save her. Don't believe me? Check this crap out.
That was a close one. You almost died, but I saved you.
Building!
Gotcha! Woo! I'm sorry, what were you saying? I couldn't hear you over the sound of me saving your life.
Yeah, that's definitely going to get you laid, a Titan. Yeah, dropping the girl you love just to save her is definitely going to make her fall in love with you, bro. Yeah, guess how that turns out. He shows her his secret identity, which is Hal, and he gets all angry because she doesn't want to be with him, and she's trying to warn him, but she gets all upset, and Titan's heart is broken, and then during the day, when Megamind and Roxanne kiss, Roxanne touches Megamind's watch, which deactivates the disguise, and therefore she finds out about Bernard. Was he really Bernard? Was the whole time? Yeah, whole time. And he tries to explain, but she's all like, "Could I ever be with you? Why are you so evil?" And it's honestly, it's honestly she basically dumps him, and she basically Megamind feeling a bit regretful what he did, and he comes back to the lair, but then he realizes he must fight Titan, so he gets the Black Mamba on him, and then when he goes to Hal's place, he realizes Hal's committed a bunch of crimes. And, he's all like, "You're a hero!" And Titan's all like, "Hero's a 24/7 job. It's work, work, work. I only took the gig because I thought the girl I love would want something with me, but Roxanne doesn't want anything to do with me." Anyway, he tries to team up with Megamind, seeing if they could be a badass duo of taking over the city. But, Megamind, appalled by his words and selfishness, he tries to tick him off by saying, "I'm your space dad, and I'm the intellectual dweeb that was dating Roxanne," and apparently that pisses him off enough for him to fight, and we got a pretty cool fight scene. Some of it's pretty funny, but then but Howard, he doesn't. But when Howard has him, he doesn't take him to jail. He's gonna take him to the morgue. He's dead. And that's not how the game should be played. Anyway, since the city has a new archenemy, everyone thinks that they're all saved, but more likely it's under new management. Titan tries to take over the city, and Megamind trying to talk to Roxanne, trying to apologize, and at the same time try to find out what could be his weakness, because the copper, he tried to use copper on him, but it didn't work out. Anyway, so they go to Metro Man's old place, where apparently Metro Man is still alive, apparently, and apparently copper isn't his weakness. So this dude has no kryptonite. Jesus, so if he was actually the bad guy, he would if this dude ever turned out to be evil, let's just say it would be bad for Metro City. Anyway, Anyway, the reason why he, did what he did, it all started back at the observatory. Roxanne was kidnapped. He was going to stop Megamind. But you see, his head wasn't really in the game. So using his super speed, he tried to reflect a little. Oh, he's been doing the same old fight over and over again and just never fought deep down what he wanted. I mean, no one ever forced this whole hero gig on him. It was just given to him. He stopped him a couple of times and he got labeled a hero. But he never really wanted to be a hero. So, but he can't just quit the job. So he thought the only way he thought he could do this was to fake his own death. And yes, it was kind of selfish of him to do it. I mean, dude, if you were tired of the hero gig, the least you could have done was I don't know, stop Megamind one last time, put him in jail, then you're gonna plan your death, and then that way all the bad guys are put away, and therefore, I mean, still, you let the entire city get taken over, seriously, dude, I get it, you didn't want to do the hero thing anymore, but come on, dude, it's your duty to do the job. I'm sorry, but the least you could have done was made sure Megamind was in jail first before you planned your retirement. Whatever. And about the skeleton, it was just a prop that skeleton was. It was not real, so, So, Megamind was dead, and Music Man was born, so he can keep his logo. And he was a very crappy music man. Let's just say this. He is, really bad with music. Yeah. Dude, if you want to keep your logo, switch to something like Magic Man, or something that doesn't involve music, because, sorry, buddy, you're not good at music, I'm sorry. Maybe try some other things that have the word M in it, so you can still keep your logo. I mean, you got powers, might as well go with Magic Man, maybe. Try doing magic stuff. Magic tricks, or whatever. I do love this little thing where Roxanne gets pissed at him, and therefore she throws these bunch of stuff at his face, and the dude is not even, fazed by it. She throws a freaking speaker at his face, and he's not even, flinched. It's just really funny, that is. I just find that funny. She just freaking throws stuff at his face, and he's just not even flinched. He's not even injured. Seriously. This dude is just straight up, invincible. I guess the dude doesn't feel pain. Still. Anyway, Megamind practically gives up. He goes home, and by home, jail, because it was the only home he was ever familiar with. Roxanne, she tries to reason with Titan, or Howl, but Howl's gone. Howl is gone. Howl is dead. Titan is here, and, he's gonna take over the city and stuff. Megamind receiving the message on TV because Roxanne's stuff was being broadcast, and he decides to not only apologize for his actions to the Warden, aka Minion, he also managed to, regain Minion's friendship, and they plan to stop Titan, and by this really cool way of how they do it. And, long story short, the building then, falls onto the ground, and then Metro Man looks like he's back, but more on that later. Megamind, who this whole time turns out to be Minion, and turns out Metro Man is actually Megamind in disguise. So, yeah, that's what kind of happens, and, it's kind of really cool, that is, he takes on the role as hero now, and everyone praise him for it. Anyway, one last fight, because Megamind screwed up calling the city Metrocity instead of Metro City like it's supposed to be called, and gets flung into the air, and then really cool callback, because what can you say, old habits die hard, and we get this really cool way of how he defeats Titan.
Hello.
Anyway, Megamind is worshipped as a hero. Practically all of his actions and all of the stuff he tried to do to take over the city, and during his whole stuff was taking over the cities, all been pardoned. Seriously, he stops one bad guy that he created, by the way, and, like, everyone immediately loves him and, you know, forgets all the stuff he's done in the past, you know? Okay? Like, no one's gonna say, yeah, you stopped the villain that you caused, by the way, and, I mean, maybe they don't know that, sure, but still, like, he stops a villain one time, and, like, everyone's quick to forgive all of his actions, all the stuff he does. Don't get me wrong, I'm a huge fan of redemption arcs, but, like, really, like, if he really got pardoned for all of his stuff, like, let's just say, I'm just saying, like, just because he stopped one villain and took up the role as the new protector of Metro City, still, I just find it very unbelievable that the city's quick to forgive him and even give him his own ribbon cutting ceremony of a new Megamind museum. Yeah, I'm not kidding. Metro Man pops in for a bit, and everyone dances to the song "I'm Bad" by Michael Jackson. We get a little stuff of what Hal's doing. Apparently, he's taking the cell that Megamind used to stay in, and Megamind gets the girl. Oh, and that's Megamind. In all honesty, I really did love this movie. I mean, I remember watching this when this thing came out, and I loved it. I loved Megamind. He was my favorite. His skin is my favorite color. He's very amusing, very funny. In all honesty, Will Ferrell is just the perfect guy to play him. Still sucks that they couldn't get him back for the sequel, am I right?
Me is one of my favorite things in the whole wide world!
Like, seriously. Like, if you can't get Will Ferrell to voice Megamind to come back, then why make a sequel at all? Oh, like, let's just say this, though. Megamind and the Button of Doom is a better sequel than what this new one is. At least that had Will Ferrell in it. All I'm saying is I have very low expectations for Megamind. I looked at the first 6 minutes and it looks like dog crap. It's like the bad guy's holiday special. It's got low animation, terrible voice casting, and just, like, all honesty, just reminds you of why the original movie is a lot more better. Anyway, yeah, that's Megamind for you. Yeah, I have low expectations for the new one, but it just reminds me of why the original is so much more better. I give Megamind a 10 out of 10. It's an all-time fun movie with great voice casting, great animation for the time, by the way, because that movie was released back in 2010. And just all honesty, it's just another great movie of why villains deserve their own redemption arc movies, you know what I mean? Anyway, is the F-Man Critic telling you to like, subscribe, hit notification, and check it out. iPad's all fixed up with a new case that won't screw me over. Can you believe that? After all this time. See ya!